These are the sacred items that are being carried. This is the pole with the branches tied to the top. There's Mr. Kubo. And here's the Mikoshi. This is the Mikoshi, which, according to Mr. Kubo's lecture, illustrates the Ark of the Covenant that was carried by the Israelites in ancient times. So this, basically, you're saying this is a symbol of the Ark of the Covenant.
Ark of the Covenant.
Okay.
And the Ark will come into this this building, this house, and this part is the Holy of Holies.
Okay.
And that part is holy place.
Okay.
And the Ark will come into the Holy of Holies.
Okay. Do we know what's inside?
No, maybe a mirror or something.
Okay.
But we can't see.
You're not allowed to look inside.
No, not allowed. But there is no idol inside.
What just happened was they carried the Mikoshi inside, which represents the Ark of the Covenant, and they carried the sacred pillar, the Onebashi. Onebashi just went in as well. And then until Meiji 4, they would still do the festival where there would be a young boy would be tied to the pillar, and at this point, inside this Holy of Holies, the priest would take out the sword and go to slay the boy, and the other priest would stop him. This was stopped in the Meiji period, which we can explain later. But all that took place right inside here. And this is an exact, it's not really an enactment because it is the same festival. This is not a recreation of the festival, this is the festival. And this thing's been going on for 1,200, 1,300 years. Same ceremony. So, this is pretty interesting. So, can I ask you a couple of questions, just briefly?
Yeah.
So, we're here at Suwa Taisha. This is the festival on April 15th. And this takes place every year?
Yeah, every year on the 15th of April.
Okay.
This year, we have full moon, and in Israel, there is a Passover festival today.
Passover?
So, yeah. So matches the same day.
Right, right. And I was reading this has only happened 8 times since the birth of Christ. This is only the 8th time since the birth of Christ that the full moon lunar eclipse has been on a Jewish holiday.
Yeah,
the
this
Passover.
is the 8th time, this phenomenon.
Right, right.
In this 2,000 years.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
But this particular festival, this particular festival is, it's hard to describe. What does it have to do with Japanese culture, or why is it a Japanese festival? But today you were explaining in your seminar that you believe perhaps a tribe of Israel brought it to Japan? Or?
Yeah, I think so. I believe that ancient Israelites came here and brought this festival and started this festival.
Okay.
This festival illustrates the story of Isaac and Abraham in Genesis 22. And the boy was about to be sacrificed on the pillar, and he was tied up with
the pillar that's right now in here, right?
Right there.
Okay.
Yes. And the priest brought a knife and put several scars on the sacrifice pillar.
I see.
And another priest comes riding on a horse and with a loud noise of bells.
Yes.
And when the other priest comes here, the priest stops waving the knife.
I see.
And the boy was released. And the boy became the blessings for this land. Just like Isaac became the blessings for all the nations.
Wow, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So it's just incredible that this festival would be taking place in the middle of Nagano
Yes.
Prefecture, in the middle of Japan.
And also, this house is almost the same size as the ancient Israeli tabernacle. And also the size, and also this is the entrance, and this is the Holy of Holies.
Oh, I see. That's why
in the west.
the priests were going in here.
Yes.
And I've noticed that the visitors went in this end. Ah, I see.
And Israeli tabernacle was in the had the entrance in the east, and the Holy of Holies in the west.
I see. And this same design.
Yeah, same design.
Oh.
And also, it looks like just like tabernacle on this day.
And we saw earlier they brought the Mikoshi, which is represented the Ark of the Covenant, brought right inside.
Yes,
it's
in
amazing.
the Holy of Holies. And this is the holy place. And behind that curtain, that is the Holy of Holies.
Amazing. Which no one is allowed to go in.
And also, this is the place just under the Mount Moriah.
Okay.
In this direction, there is Mount Moriah.
Okay, which you believe is Mount Moriah
Moriah.
from Jerusalem.
So in Hebrew, they call Moriah, not Moriah. Moriah is
American
English, American English.
I see.
But Jews call Moriah.
Moriah.
Moriah, and God of Moriah means the God of the Bible.
Amazing. So who would imagine that we would find the God of the Bible right in the middle of Japan? It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's
I think amazing.
And now this festival's been going on for over 1,000 years. Is that correct?
I think around 2,000 years.
2,000 years.
Because
Wow.
around this place, there are many relics, remnants of ancient people more than 2,000 years ago.
Is that right?
There are many relics. So, and also the host family of this festival is 78th generation.
Wow.
So maybe around 2,000 years.
At least, right? If it's
My name
78.
is Moria.
Is that right? Are you from this area?
Yes, I read your book. And
Interesting.
yes, Jewish history.
Yes.
And, our history.
Yeah.
Something has common, like this festival.
It's so unusual because as a foreigner, knowing my Bible, I don't think at all about Japan. You know, you think about Israel or Syria or Turkey or something, but you never think about Japan. But it is so similar. It's so similar. As you were explaining, you read his book, he just this morning gave a seminar. And there's so many similarities, it's too many to say it's just a coincidence.
Many similarities.
Yeah.
And in the book of Ezekiel, it is written that the people of Israel in ancient times, especially the people of the northern kingdom of Israel, worshipped the sun.
Right.
They worshipped the sun with the backs behind the temple and worshipped the sun in the east. So the northern people, the people of the northern kingdom of Israel had the adoration to the east and the direction of the sun.
Interesting. The rising sun.
Rising sun, yes.
Isn't that what they call Japan?
Yes. So they finally reached Japan.
Interesting. And of course, the northern kingdoms are the ones that were first exiled and dispersed across the world. This is what you call the 10 lost tribes, right? Exactly. Well, that's interesting.
Lost 9 tribes?
10 tribes.
10 tribes.
Right.
One of them visited us.
Seems like, maybe, huh? Actually,
or some tribes, maybe some tribes of the 10 lost tribes of Israel.
You were mentioning about this could be very well be a unicorn, huh?
Yeah,
the symbol of
unicorn, and that is the lion.
Judah and Ephraim.
Lion is the representative of the tribe of Judah,
right.
and the unicorn is the representative of the tribe of Ephraim.
Right. Now, if I remember talking to the rabbi in Israel, Mr. Avihai, was explaining that, of course, Judah is the tribe of the kings, but Ephraim was always more the kind of the prominent tribe. Was a very top tribe among. They were always seemed to be some infighting among them. But between these two tribes. What kind of
and also it is written in the Bible that from the tribe of Judah there came many kings, and also from the tribe of Ephraim they have the blessings of the firstborn.
Of course,
God.
right. Of course, the tribe of Ephraim actually comes from. It has as you know, it has a Egyptian connection.
Oh yes,
right. Because Joseph,
his wife was Egyptian.
Exactly.
Yes.
So we have an Egyptian wife, a Hebrew son, and they end up in Japan. That's amazing.
Amazing.
Have you ever been to Moriya Shrine Museum?
We're going as soon as this is finished. We're going to go over there, right? Where the 75. They don't have 75, but where the deer heads are displayed.
God deer head.
Right.
With, tear.
Yes.
Tear head.
Which he was explaining. This is in Japanese. It's the prepared by God.
In Japanese, the mimisake shika means the deer with ear split.
Amazing.
But the deer is also called the one God prepared.
Interesting. Now, I went over there. This is the Isaac Shrine or something?
Isaac Shrine. Yeah,
Okay.
that one. And in this direction, there is Mount Moriah.
Okay. So it's facing Mount Moriah.
Yeah, facing Mount Moriah.
Okay. Let's go up there and have a look, Joe.
When we went up to the Mishaku Jingu, which, according to Mr. Kubo, is the shrine dedicated to Isaac, there we met a doctor from the Department of East Asian Studies from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. It was his first time to Japan, and he was here specifically to research this subject. So we thought that was kind of an interesting coincidence that we'd meet him this day, at this festival, at this time, when we ourselves are doing this research. It seems like other people are interested in this as well.
To us what this is all about?
The old people used to gather 75 deer, but when they couldn't collect 75 deer, they used some
wild pigs. Okay.
Wild pigs.
Okay. And of course, they may not be aware of the kosher rules.
For Jews,
right.
The wild pigs were not kosher,
Right.
but
Probably not aware of the kosher rules.
or they were losing the feeling of kosher. Years by year.
Okay.
Year by year.
Which actually happened with Mr. Shahan's research. Showed a similar thing, that as they moved away from Israel and they kind of intermingled with the local tribes, it was kind of a natural event to happen. I spoke to the man over here, the museum man. I asked him that very question.
Oh, really?
And he said that as far as he knows, they've often used the mixture,
Oh, yes.
but that always, for the ceremony, it's always the deer. The deer only. So that makes sense.
And also in ancient times of Japan, there was no sheep.
Okay.
So they had to use deer instead of sheep.
Okay. But deer is a kosher animal, actually.
Yeah, deer is kosher. Sheep is 3 letters in Hebrew.
Okay.
I forgot.
Okay.
Deer is also 3 letters.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
And the pronunciation is very close each other.
Interesting.
And the 3 letters are the same.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, 3 letters are the same.
そうですか。鹿と sheep.
Yeah,
Really?
in Hebrew.
Really? Interesting. Was there anything else about
And
this in
also,
particular? This is when I see the split ear,
ear
right?
split.
Right.
This is one of the 7 mysteries of Suwa.
Okay.
They collected 75 deer,
Okay.
but among the 75, there was only 1 deer with the ear split. And the people believed that this deer was given by God, prepared by God.
Which fits the story again in the Genesis chapter 22 about Isaac and the ram.
The ram was called the one God prepared.
Right. Which, as we know, was an illustration of Christ.
Right.
Exactly, right? It was the sacrifice in place of...
And also in the Bible there is no description, but in Jewish legend, Abraham was about to sacrifice Isaac on the Mount Moriah in the season of Passover.
Is that right?
Yeah. So in this season, people of Suwa had the festival of Isaac.
Okay.
That is the same as Passover season.
Interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's...